The reality of it is sometimes you just gonna have to do what you gotta do. You just gotta do what you gotta do. And you can't really focus on how others are gonna feel about it as long as you're not bringing any harm to others, yourself included. Plenty of people are gonna have things to say about your choices, right? I'm pulling out my cards for today, so forgive me for the lack of eye contact in this moment. Plenty of people are gonna have something to say about your choices. Okay. Plenty of people are going to disagree with your choices. Okay. Plenty of people are going to agree with you. Okay. And plenty of people are going to remove themselves from your presence. Okay. Does that mean that what you're doing is incorrect? No. Again, as long as we're not bringing any harm to ourselves and others, you need to continue to move as you're being led. But what about those that are going to be doing X, Y, and Z? Listen, if I give you bread and you decide to eat the entire loaf, that is not me being nefarious in my intentions. That would be the individual not taking accountability for their actions. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink, right? So, part of the journey that we are all exploring under, is learning how to take accountability for the actions that we display. Not the actions that others emit, their emotional output, their energy and motion, not the actions that others emit based upon the stealthly steps. I'll let that ride. I'll let that come through. Based upon the stealthly steps, okay? We are accountable for the actions that we exude or elude, not the ones that others emit based upon the steps that we transmit. We're closing out a tremendous loop right now. We are closing out a tremendous loop. So Capricorn season is coming to a close, and we're going to be moving into Aquarius energy, the water bearer. Okay, the water bearer. It's fixed air. All right. It is fixed air. That energy of communication, that energy of mental complexity. The energy of mental complexity and communication is going to be affixed, and it is going to start watering the water bearer. It took me a long time to comprehend why it was called the water bearer, right? But as I've gone through tremendous cycles, right? I've rotated this sun a couple times. I've learned what Aquarian energy really is. And the lessons, right? So we're sitting in Capricorn, the goat baby, governed by Saturn. The lessons that you had to learn will now start to be cemented in your mind, and you are going to communicate that out openly, and it will either start to bear fruit, or it is going to take root. Follow where I'm headed. When you are speaking about what you want to bring about, right? What is it rooted in? Is it rooted in the wisdom and the embodied practices of the lessons that you've learned? Or is it rooted in what you're unwilling to restructure and demolish? And are you getting ready to create a new loop in that cycle. Why? Because the words that you speak are getting ready to saturate your feet. Pink tourmaline forgiveness is just staring me in the face on my cards in my box, right? So I have a crystal deck that I'm shuffling through, and when I am told to teach, right? When I'm told to teach, when I'm told to highlight, when I'm told to show up, I do it, but I don't always know exactly what is going to come out. And that's good for me and you, because I get to be the oracle led instead of trying to lead and make it make sense. Because just like you, I have lessons that I have to learn too. But forgiveness, I mean, I'm just standing here looking at this forgiveness, and then amethyst is the other one on the bottom. But forgiveness, you gotta forgive. You have to forgive. And forgiveness is for you and whomever else you cannot say with words, right? Because sometimes the words hurt. Like sticks and stones, the words do hurt. You have to forgive because you do not know what they were going through. And it is not an excuse. Remember the accountability of our actions. We can't control how somebody emotes their energy, emotion, right? We can't control how someone emotes or reacts to our utterances, right? We can't control that, but we can be accountable for the actions that we transmit, so the things that we bring into the reality. Forgiveness, real forgiveness, starts with recognizing that you may be capable of some of the actions that someone else transmitted, but you chose to not allow that to become your reality. Listen, I could be capable of putting my shoes on the wrong feet too, but I choose to make the steps, right? I choose to make the choice. I choose to make the choice to put them on the right feet because I know that's the right thing to go. But that's the analogy and the information that I'm getting to share. We hold on to, listen, we hold on to black tourmaline, pink tourmaline, protective, anxiety relief, aura cleansing, self-belief, and it's coming in reverse, moonstone, female fertility, calming emotions, attracting new love and growth, right? I love black tourmaline. Black tourmaline to me is like the colander of crystals, and I actually have a piece in my bathroom that when I shower, it just is right there over me. When we do not forgive, right? These are partnered together. When we do not forgive, we constantly hold in that animus, that anguish, that disdain, and we are playing it like cycles on repeat, moonstone cycles. This is another component. So I'll see you on the next side.